Aaron Pritchett, how are you, my dear?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good. We haven't spoken a while.
No, not really. It's been too busy.
I know.
So many things going on.
I see you sort of in passing, and it's like, hey, Aaron, hey,
I know, yeah. Here we are. But we're here now.
But that's because Kim keeps you on a short leash.
She does, yeah. My leash is quite tight around the neck, and she leads me wherever I need to go.
And now she's got Brad.
Yeah, I know.
So.
She's got Brad James and myself that she's helping out here this weekend. It's been awesome, and Brad's a really great guy. So he's a little harder to wrangle than I am, though. It's
really?
like kind of hurting a little.
You think because he's the young gun?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Something like that.
Awesome. So what are you doing while you're here?
Well, I've been doing a lot of different things. Today's obviously the last day of it. I just handed out an award, which was awesome, to the Major Market Station and our friends up in Ottawa at Country 101.1.
Awesome.
Country 101.1.
101.1.
101.1. But they won.
They won.
So they're 101.1. Yeah, it was awesome. Other than that, we did some panels and hung out with all the amazing artists, the current established artists, as well as a lot of the new artists.
I'm sorry I missed your panel today. Things got really crazy. I'll have to admit there was some adult beverages involved, and it's really hard when you're in a room with 3 women and 1 bathroom.
If anybody understands, it's me. But we were expecting you to bring the coffee.
Well, I could bring the coffee later and make sure there's Bailey's in it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. See, my eyes just went like that because I'm excited.
So, do you kind of feel like an honorary Ontarian now?
I
because
do.
This is not your first time being here in the past few years.
No, I honestly do. I really feel like I've been here. You know how many times I've been here. I've been here hundreds of times, and I love Ontario. I mean, I'm born and raised in BC, so BC's where my heart is. I'm never going to leave there. But I got to tell you, I love Ontario so much that I could see myself actually buying a place here and moving here and living here.
Well, you know, the Muskokas are nice. Yeah, there's a lot of nice property
any time
up
of
there.
year, yeah. Maybe a little cabin or cottage. You guys call them cottages here.
Cottages, but you know what they call them in Sudbury?
What?
Camp. First time when I first moved to Sudbury, and they kept saying, "Oh, we're going to camp," and I'm going, like, I think like tents being pitched and stuff like that, and it's just like I'm going, and until I was told, no, there's a structure, and I'm going, oh, you mean the cottage?
Right. Yes.
And it's like,
cottage.
You're from the south, aren't you?
Or the cabin, as we call it.
Yeah. It was like,
it sounds like Camp, I don't know, Camp Cucamonga or something. It's a summer camp.
So you were part of the ball game on Friday night.
Yes.
And I can't remember. I've talked to so many people tonight. I asked, I think it wasn't Eric Etheridge. I can't remember who I was talking to. And I asked whoever it was, who they thought the best player was on both teams, and they mentioned your name.
My name?
Your name. And I can't remember who it is. I'll have to go back to the interviews now.
I fool so many people with this height about so many different things. They think I'm a good player. They think I'm a fast runner. It's just because my legs are short and they go really fast, but I'm not really going that fast.
And you have a wonderful single that's out right now.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm glad you think that. Worth a Shot.
Worth a Shot. That's
called Worth a Shot. It's brand new, 2 weeks in. This is the 3rd week coming up. And I think it's one of my highest charting singles I've maybe ever had. I think the only other one that might be a little higher at this point in 2 weeks is Big Wheel. And that was 2006.
Yeah.
So that's 12 years ago. I mean, I was 18 then.
Yeah, you and me both. Remember, I am older than you.
Oh, yeah, right.
By a few years.
So you're turning 31 this year? Great, cool.
Yeah, sure. I was in, a lot of people don't know, but I was in your video for Hold My Beer.
Hold My Beer, yeah. That was back in 2006.
I flew out, kind of an interesting situation with that one, okay? I flew out, surprised you guys.
Yes.
I went out with a new boyfriend at the time.
Yes, yeah, I remember that.
And my old one was connecting with me, sending messages and whatnot, and I had made up my mind on the flight back. I was going to break up with him when I got home.
Yeah.
And he knew something wasn't right. Anyway, so I ended up, he pushed and pushed, and I ended up breaking up with him in the airport before we took off. So it was kind of a quiet flight home.
Yeah, well, that's no fun. But you know what? It looks like you still had fun, because I remember watching that video back, and you were in a few of the shots.
How many thousands of kilometers, miles, whatever, did I fly for, like, 6 frames, 2 seconds.
Oh, is that right?
2 seconds.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you a story about being in the movie industry and TV industry when I was younger. I was 18 years old and I wanted to be an actor, so I got into the extra work in TV and movie.
I've done that. I love it.
And it is fun, but it's a lot of waiting around. And then I worked on this movie, no word of a lie, for 3 months straight, every day. It was a John Travolta movie called The Experts, and we filmed it in, I think, 1988 or something. 3 months straight, and all you see in the entire movie is the bottom of my legs, just from my knees down for one shot, and that's it. So, but I mean, it's kind of the experience, and you get to hang out, and it was really cool, and it made for a good story later, which so does yours. So yeah, I mean, it's you never know what you're gonna get, but making these videos is fun, and being a part of all that is really cool. And if you remember, you guys were doing a bunch of crowd scene stuff, and I was drinking. I have to admit, because I'd finished my part of the job, and then you guys had to do
Which
yours.
was singing in front of that. It looked like a bunch of crates or something. It was really cool.
Yes.
The lights and everything. Very.
I was in a warehouse
cool.
in Langley, BC, and we shot it at my buddy's warehouse. And the way Stefano Barberis set up.
I love Stefano.
Right.
Stefano
He's
has
always
become
got
such a
great
dear
work.
friend. And something that I didn't know until I interviewed Stefano is you guys actually grew up together.
We went to elementary school together.
Yeah.
And he came up to me, I guess the early 2000s, and he said, "Are you Aaron Pritchett from Kitimat, BC?" And I said, "Yeah." I looked at him like, "I don't know who you are. I know you was Stefano Barberis," and I knew the last name Barberis, but didn't put the two together. He said, "We used to walk to school together. We used to always call you the dirty kid because you were always dirty. You had peanut butter on your face." I love peanut butter. Yeah.
Still do?
That was me. So I was like, that's crazy. It's such a cool little connection. And we both got out of that little town. And we ended up doing what we do. And Stefano and I have shot 10 of the almost 30 videos together. So we're good friends. Yeah, he's awesome.
Really good ones, too.
Thank you. We got a new one for Worth a Shot. We just shot last Sunday in Kelowna, BC.
Awesome.
So that's going to be out in about 3 weeks, and we'll put it on YouTube and do whatever we can nowadays. CMT doesn't show videos, many of them, if they do at all. But we'll try and get it out to everybody, and hopefully they can see them.
That's awesome. How are the boys?
They're fantastic.
All grown up.
Well, yeah, Mason's going to be in grade 11 next year. And then the other two, Jordan's going to be 28 this year. I can't believe it. I have a 28-year-old son and a 22-year-old son.
And you're
as
only
well.
29. Like, how does that
I know.
happen?
Well, it was the babysitter
Well, that's okay. My boys are now...
when I was much older.
My boys are now 30 and 32.
Wow.
And my oldest has made me a grandma twice. I have 2 grandsons.
Congratulations.
And
that's cool.
Andrew, my baby,
Yeah.
is he and his girlfriend are expecting their first child November 23rd.
That's awesome.
So I'm really
Congratulations
excited.
again.
So excited.
Yeah, I've yet to be a grandfather, and I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm not, the reason why I'm not saying that because it's like, oh, I don't want to be a grandfather. I do. I would love to be a grandfather. The problem is that I'm on the road so much. I don't see my own family enough. It would be terrible not to see my grandkids too. So.
They're great kids. I catch up with them some of them every once in a while.
Yeah.
And
they're
you
doing
did something
well.
right
Well,
with
Jordan,
them, You
Jordan
really
and his girlfriend Danielle Marie are moving to Nashville probably by the end of the year. I think that's what their plan is.
I know there was talk about that.
Yeah, the plan is that. It looks like they've got something in the works over the next little while down there, and who knows? Who knows? They could be the next big thing for a duo in the States.
And she's a lovely girl.
They're
really
amazing
is.
together. They just they love each other, and it shows. And it's not pushed. It's not it's not BS. It's real. So it's great to see, and I think labels see that, which is good. So.
Awesome.
Cool.
So, what are you doing the rest of? Well, obviously we're at the awards show, and
I'm not gonna lie. I have this in my hand, and it's almost.
And it's not
empty,
going to be the
so
last one.
I'm the refiller at this point. I got to refill.
And you make sure you give Kim a couple of those, and look after her knee too.
Yeah.
His manager tour manager is injured.
She's amazing.
Yes. You look after her. Awesome to see you, Aaron. Thank you so much, sweetie.
My pleasure.
Have a great time. We'll
Thanks.
talk to you soon.
See you guys soon too.
Come up to Sudbury and see us sometime.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Love to. All
Awesome.
right.
Thanks,
See ya.
Aaron.